Hi everyone, welcome to the next picture from this lost items page. We're to the end of our second row already, seems to have gone very quickly. We have a sort of daisy in a jar, which is very cute, and I'm just having a think about what to do. I think I'm going to start with the lid, and I think I want to do it silver. I think that will be fun. We've done a bit of silver on this page already, but I think I rather like having a go at some silver. So I'm going to start with number 9, which is our black, and put a little bit right on the edge, like that. Just sort of fade it from the end. You can use it quite dark on the edge and fade it in. And the reason I'm starting with the lid is I've got no idea what to do with the rest. I'm going to go to number 8 next, which is grey, and I'm going to go virtually over that black and just extend it out. As I said on the piggy bank video, if you watch that one, you want to use cold greys when you're doing silver. I think we'll go to our dove grey next, which is 83. It's the same as we did for the coins. And now we're going to do a little bit more on the top, and also extend this a bit. Like that. And then lastly, I'm going to use the light grey, which is number 80. Okay. Just bring it in so that that area of shine is quite small. You still want some white, just not too much. There we go. Now let's start with the centre of the flower. I rather like doing flower centres. I'm going to grab number 56 to start with, which is the light olive. It might seem like an odd choice, but I do like to put a little bit of green in the centre of a flower, just on the edge. This is quite a small flower, and then I want a sort of lemon. We have a lemon, I'm just finding it, number 12 for the rest. So we've got sort of a yellowy green and then a greeny yellow, like that. Now daisies tend to be white. We could try and leave this white, but it's rather, you could do it more like a gerbera with some colour in there. I rather quite fancy doing a colour. I'm just thinking about the background as well. Although we're in a jar, I think we're going to do right, no, let's do the flower. I think I've got a plan. I'm going to use number 25. It's a really pretty salmony pink, I think. It's actually called pink. I'm just going to make it a little bit darker near the centre and then fade it out towards the tip of the petal. Now if you would rather use 2 shades of colour to graduate your colour rather than layering up and fading, which one is it? The 29 goes really nicely with this as a darker tone, I find. I am going to try and just fade it down a little. I didn't do very well on that one. Too busy talking. It's not like me. So I'm just going to go back over those bits that I want to be dark, and then just gently try and fade them in so we don't have a line. There we go. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Now the stem part and the leaves. Let's have a little looky. What have we got? I want something, a sort of nice mid colour. I'm thinking the 52 or the 5. Let's go for the 5 because we used the 52 on this one. So this will be a little bit different, number 5. I think we did anyway. It's quite a dark, quite dark. Now for the leaves, I want to try and fade them a little bit towards the tip. Now if you want to tie, if you're doing a page with lots and lots of flowers, someone gave me this hint, which actually I discovered already. If you've got a page, you're doing orange flowers, purple flowers, yellow flowers, blah blah blah, use a bit of the flower colour in the leaf just on the tip like I did on this one, and it can help to tie that flower to that leaf, and it makes the page look a bit less random. It's fun to play around with that. This is an Ergosoft, I don't know why I've picked that up, wrong pencil. I'm going to use number 52, which is the sap green, just for the grass. Now I'm not going to do the ground part as grass, I'm going to do it as soil. You could do it as grass, but Johanna's drawn a few little dots on it and it just makes me think it's soil. I'm actually going to do this colour first. This is the 19. It is the, I can't remember what it's called. Where are you? Dark ochre. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it quite lightly. It's got a hint of green in. It doesn't look as dirty as brown, but it's not going to be my only colour. I'm purposely staying away from the edge. You see Johanna's drawn a line around. I'm going to leave that white for now. Okay, so there's my first layer of dirt, and I'm going to use another brown as well. I think I used the 77. This is the tobacco brown. It's quite dark, and I think if I use this as well, just using the same round and round gentle technique, I think we'll get a warmish, interesting-ish colour. There we are. Okay, my next job is my ribbon. You notice I'm avoiding the glass, procrastinating. Now remember I said that the number 29 went well with this, so that's what we're going to use for our ribbon, if I can find it. Here we go. It's called it's really hard for you to see that. I just can't get it looking. It's the carmine red, and it's a very, very thin ribbon. I would quite like to sort of fade it a bit and make some shine, but it's so narrow. I think I'm actually just going to block it out quite hard because I want you to be able to see my ribbon. There we go. Label next? I think so. The label I'm going to do in a 12. That's the one we've used already. Remember, with our label we tend to use a colour we've used already. Now this 12 is the lemon. I told you, did I say it was lemon? I'm losing my marbles. I said I was the other day. I really am. There we go. Sort of matches up with that then. Now we need to do our glass. This is the bit I've been procrastinating. Now I watched a glass tutorial from Colour with Claire, and she did quite an interesting technique which I'm going to try. Number 83. This is the Dove Grey, and we're going to leave this white outline, and the reason we're doing that is how she did it, but also Johanna's drawn it like this, indicating that she doesn't want us to colour that outside bit. Oh, that's a very noisy train, and I'm just going to fade this in. Okay, like that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. This is exactly how she did, except she did it better. So it was I'm trying to think what she did. It was a spring picture that she was doing, and it looked really good. So if you want a better tutorial. We go and see hers. I'm really going to darken that there. Now I'm colouring this on top of I need to colour it on top. What this has actually done is it's made it look like that outline isn't part of the jar. Interesting. Now under the lid we've got this little bit. I'm going to colour it darker to lighter and give it the shine in the middle. I want the shine to carry on down from this bit here. And I'm wondering what to do with this very outside of it. I'm wondering whether to, maybe I'll do a lighter. I could go darker or lighter. I think lighter is the way to go. So number 80, this is our light grey. And I'm thinking maybe I'll leave some white there. Maybe that will make sense. Not sure. Okay, now what we normally do for glass as well is get some white and draw some shine, some reflection on it, but I'm not thinking this actually needs it because we've left this white areas on it. So you could, if you want to draw white shine, you grab your white pen, where you would do it parallel with the jar. Now you could do it all the way over or just a little bit on the edges. It's sort of personal taste really, and you could also do it over the top of these black lines that Johanna's drawn. Maybe she's indicating that should be white. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to fiddle with mine anymore. I'm going to leave it like that. You know, we've got other glass jars later, so I will do those in a different way, I think. And then you can sort of pick what you think might work. And I was saying I lost my marbles. There is a jar of marbles, but we've got quite a long time until we reach there. It's 20 pictures time. Wow, it's a long time, isn't it? But that's me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you have a really good day and happy colouring.